Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, everyone! I'm St. Nicholas, and I've been invited by my good friend Philip to spend some special time with you during Christmas. I'm so glad we could gather together like this. Austin and Aaron in Colorado. What beautiful mountains those Rocky Mountains are. I know it's hard getting out these days, but I hope you're able to get in some good skiing. You know, Santa loves playing in the snow too. Two of my favorite activities are dog sledding and sleigh riding. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, over the fields we go, laughing all the way. And Tori and Ryan up in Maine. You know, one of my favorite places in Maine is Moody's Diner on Thursday, because they serve Indian pudding there, piled high with real whipped cream. Oh, it's so delicious. And they've been doing that for almost 100 years. Santa's been enjoying it there a long time. You know where else? Is Sarah's in Wiscasset. Oh, their blueberry cake. Oh, it's so delicious. Why, I could eat a whole one now. Oh, and their very special breads. So good. I know Philip loves breads. And Casey and Scott. Oh, my elves have told me the good news. You're engaged! What a blessing that is, to have a good marriage in life. Oh, nothing better than a good marriage. Am I right, Mrs. Claus? Am I right?
I sprinkle it with lots of sugar and dashes of salt.
My special prayer for you is that you build a relationship and a firm foundation based on faith, hope, and love, and that God grants you many, many years together. Lots of love, many years. That kind of reminds me of a song. God grant you many years. God grant you many years. God grant you many years. I pray lots of years together with lots of love. Well, let's all get comfortable, shall we? I hope you have some sort of beverage. I have some warm tea. And a plate of cookies. Mrs. Claus has been busy this week. These are gingerbread molasses. And they're so good. Have a plate of cookies too. And let's settle in and get comfortable, shall we? You know, one of my favorite things during Christmas is to read good stories together. I love books. Don't you? And one of my favorite stories was written by a fellow named Clement Moore, who lived in New York City. And it's his recollection of my visiting him when he was a child. And he wrote this story over 150 years ago. That's right, over 150 years ago. Can you believe it? I've been around a long, long time. Why, St. Nicholas this year is celebrating a special birthday. Do you want to know how old I am? I am 1,750 years old. I don't look a day over 1,000, do I?
I think you're. Thank you, Mrs. Claus.
Thank you, Mrs. Claus. Well, let's all get comfortable, shall we? I hope you have some sort of beverage. I have some warm tea. And a plate of cookies. Oh, Mrs. Claus has been busy this week. These are gingerbread molasses. God grant you many years. 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 God grant you many years This story is originally called A Visit from St. Nicholas, but you may know it as The Night Before Christmas. So let's read it together, shall we? 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Your stockings were all hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were all nestled and snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap.
Ding, 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 ding. Santa, just sleeping on the top.
Oh, pardon me. I was taking a little nap there. I know a lot of you can appreciate nap time these days. Am I right? Oh, let's see what happens. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. Oh my, what do you think's going on out there? The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. Do you hear that? Those are the jingle bells. It means that I'm circling your neighborhood. With the little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his courses they came, and he whistled, and he shouted, and he called them by name. Now, would you all help me with the reindeer names? I know you know them. Let's say them together, shall we? Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer, now Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner, on Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. But a bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler, just opening his pack, putting all the toys around the tree. Presents and toys. Oh. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry, his cheeks were like roses, and his nose like a cherry. He had a droll little mouth drawn up like a bow, but the beard of his chin was white as snow. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. Oh, would you do a good Santa laugh with me here? On 3, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Pretty good. Thank you very much. He was a chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. But a wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and he filled all of your stockings, all of your stockings. And then he turned with a jerk, and laying a finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, Up the chimney he rose. Whoa! And he sprang to his sleigh. Into his team he gave a whistle. And away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight. Now, you help me with these words, would you please? I know you know how it ends. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Oh, thank you so much. I love that story. Thank you for sharing that with me this season. And Mrs. Claus and I have a special way of wishing you a very Merry Christmas. And it goes like this. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings of Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.